Listen up, I've got some massive Celtic news for ye today, from a young star getting a reality check to Kasper Schmeichel completely losing it on international duty. And trust me, out of the last stories, the biggest one yet. You do not want to miss it. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 1,000 subscribers, Matt. But that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 1,500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Let's talk about young Jahmai Simpson-Pusey, shall we? The lad's just come up from Manchester City this summer, full of potential and promise, but his first real run out in the green and white wasn't exactly the debut of dream. A 5-3 defeat to East Fife. Not exactly the fairy tale start, but let's be fair, it's all part of the Celtic journey. Paradise doesn't make legends overnight. Former Hoops defender Kelvin Wilson's had his say, and he's spot on. The man knows exactly what it takes to wear that famous shirt with pride. You can't just stroll through games at Celtic thinking a 6 out of 10 performance will cut it. Nah, you need to be an 8 or 9 every single week, dominating, switched on, and ready for the tiny moments that define the difference between winning and disaster. Wilson talked about something every Celtic defender learns the hard way. You'll have most of the ball, you'll look good on paper, and then bang, one counter-attack, one lapse in concentration, and suddenly the papers are calling you a donkey on Monday morning. You can win 1-0 and still get criticized. That's the price of wearing our badge. The pressure is real, the expectations are massive, but that's what makes Celtic special. It's no just a club, it's a proving ground, and that's what Jahmai's got to learn fast. The concentration, the hunger, the readiness. He's technically brilliant. You don't win Premier League 2 Player of the Year for nothing, but talent's just the entry ticket, mate. The real test starts now in the mud of Scottish football, where it rains sideways and the opposition would rather boot you than applaud you. Brendan's being patient with him, and rightly so. The gaffer's got an eye for when a lad's ready to handle the noise at Paradise, and that time will come. For now, these minutes, even in a rough 5-3 loss, are priceless. He's learning what it means to be part of this club. The expectations, the mentality, the never switch off attitude that makes you a true Celt. And let's be honest, better to take your knocks early, right? Every legend we've ever had's had a rough night like that somewhere along the way. It's how you react that counts. Now here's a wee question for you, and I want you to think hard about it. Should Brendan throw Jahmai into a few first-team games to toughen him up, or should he protect the lad until he's properly ready for the chaos of the Premiership? Because let's face it, at Celtic, you either swim or you sink. And there's no shallow end in Paradise. Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's guy it. Loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. Now here's a story for you, and it's a belter. Our big Danish brick wall, Kasper Schmeichel, making headlines again. Denmark battered Greece 3-1 in the World Cup qualifiers, but it wasn't all smooth sailing for our Celtic hero. Oh no, Kasper lost the rag, properly lost it, and the Danish press can't stop talking about it. Picture it, Denmark cruising, 3 goals up, clean sheet looking safe as houses, and Schmeichel's about to chalk up his 5th shutout in a row. Then bang, Greece sneak one in, and Kasper goes off like a firework in George Square. On Hogmanay, you could see it in his face, pure fury. He's roaring, gesturing, holding onto the ball like he's ready to leather it to Copenhagen. And then, just to top it off, the ref books him for time wasting. The Danish papers were all over it. DR called him Mr. Clean Sheet, and honestly, that's pure class, isn't it? But they said he lost his temper after the goal went in. Sport TV2 said he made an excellent impression despite the meltdown. And BT, well, they nailed it. If you know him well, he was furious. That's Kasper to a T. Passionate, fiery, and absolutely refusing to accept anything less than perfection. And you know what? I love that. That's exactly the kind of mentality you want between the sticks at Celtic Park. The man's got standards higher than Ben Nevis. He's no happy just winning. He wants domination. That's the kind of fire we've been missing since the days of Forster roaring at his defense like a man possessed. Even after the chaos, Schmeichel pulled off a ridiculous save to stop Greece making it 2-3. The Danish papers called it crazy, and it was pure vintage Kasper. Gloves of gold, heart of a lion, temper of a Glaswegian taxi driver stuck in traffic on Sucky Hall Street. And I mean that in the best way possible. This wee spell with Denmark could be exactly what he needs before returning to paradise. Because if he brings that same fury and focus back to Glasgow, then Dundee better pray for rain, hail, and divine intervention, cause our keepers on a mission. Now, let me ask you this, pal, and be honest, do you love seeing Kasper's passion boiling over like that? Or do you think he needs to calm himself down a wee bit? Personally, I'll take a keeper with fire in his belly over one that's cool as ice any day. We're Celtic, after all. Passion's what built paradise. Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's jai it lordy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. Now here's one that'll make you shake your head, pal. Remember when Arne Engels had everyone at Celtic Park buzzing last season? The lad was running the midfield like he owned it, and even Chris Sutton, Big Sutton himself, said he was getting excited watching the Belgian play. Fast forward to now though, and it's like someone swapped him for a cardboard cutout. Honestly, I've seen more life in a seagull stuck in a Greg's bag on Sucky Hall Street. Let's no beat about the bush here. Celtic splashed 11 million quid on Engels. That's record money, the kind of sum that makes Peter Lorwell's calculator short circuit. The idea was simple. Bring in a young powerhouse from Augsburg, polish him up in paradise, and maybe, just maybe, sell him on for a small fortune later. But right now, it's looking more like we've bought a Ferrari that's decided to run like a Ford Fiesta on its last breath. Last season, he was pure dynamite. 10 goals, 13 assists, 51 appearances, and a Young Player of the Year award to top it off. He was the future of the midfield, the heir to Kalmak's throne, the lad who'd drive us through Europe with class and fire. But this season, the engine's spluttering. He's been benched, overtaken by Hatate, Nigren, and our skipper, and when he does get a sniff, it's like he's forgotten what planet he's on. Now, I'll be fair. Hatate's not exactly been flying either, but at least he's got a goal, and he's winning his duels. Engels, though, his confidence looks like it's vanished into the fog over the Clyde. You can see it in his body language. He's no enjoying himself. And when a Celtic player loses that spark, it shows. What's worse, his market value's dropping faster than the Rangers' mood after a draw at Ibrox. He was sitting around 10 million quid not long ago, and now he's dipped below 9. That's no pocket change we're talking about. That's a proper concern for a club that prides itself on smart business as much as silverware. Rodgers will be tearing his hair out, and I cannae blame him. When your record signing stuck, polishing the bench while the midfield toils, you've got a serious problem on your hands. But maybe this is the moment Engels needs. A kick up the backside, a reminder of the fire that got him here in the first place. He's still young, still talented, and still got paradise behind him, but he's got to start showing it again. So here's my question for you, mate, and think about this one. Has Arne Engels been given enough of a chance to prove himself, or has he simply gone soft under the pressure of that green and white shirt? Because let's be honest, at Celtic, there's no hiding place. Hit that subscribe button. Ladders, let's jai it loudy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.